G'day boys and girls. Just heading out on another casual sort of ride, nothing too hard. What we're going to do is test out what the audio sounds like now, because I've got two audio streams recording. You can piss off, buddy. Come on, mate. How many times have I been here? And how many times have I climbed your tree trying to take your babies? Come on. The perils of riding this time of year, spring. Anyway, I did rescue a magpie the other day. Well, there was nothing wrong with it. It was just almost run over. Literally, that was a magpie and there was my back wheel. It literally just touched it. So I wanted to make sure it was all right. Took it down to the RSPCA to get checked over and whatever. And they said, yeah, he's all good. You can stick him back in the tree where you got him or nearby. So that's what I did. But anyway, yeah, so back to this audio streaming. Not live streaming, I'm basically recording two audio sources. So I've got the one from the camera, and now this thing here, which is the Insta360 GPS remote with built-in mic. So it's basically recording in 32-bit audio, and it's actually saving the audio on this device, and at the same time it's recording audio on the camera. And so when I bring it into the studio or on the app and start editing, apparently I can switch between the two audio streams. So yeah, anyway, also I should be able to get GPS data logging onto the PC version of the Insta360 Studio in my videos, because previously I could only do that with the what do you call it, the bloody the app version of the Studio. It's the only time I could get GPS data to come in, so you know, whenever you edited on the computer you couldn't get it through. Anyway, so I bit the bullet, and it's a good idea too. You get better audio apparently, but we'll see how that goes. Should be okay. I just wish the dead cat thing here was black instead of grey. Yeah, so it's supposed to be expecting a little bit of rain here and there too, so hopefully not too much. I don't want to get me dead cat wet. These things here, you know, they just block out the wind and all that sort of stuff, but I think they might get a little saturated. If that happens, we'll have to just go to the camera mic, I guess. Anyway, I might go down to Dirty Sexby, get a few punchy climbs in, see what it's like down at the Onkapringa wetlands. Yeah, so now I've got this USB charger plugged into the camera. I'm still trying to work out whether or not it'll just start charging when it needs it, but I haven't seen the green light come on, so at least it's kind of there ready to go, I guess. I've just got to stop and open up my bloody handlebar bag and turn it on, I guess. I mean, I get about an hour and a half out of the battery, so hour and 20, hour and a half. I think in colder environments probably a little less, but I didn't bother bringing the second battery today because I thought I'll just rely on the power bank to keep it charged, you know, but looks like a manual affair. All right, let's dip into the Field River Conservation Park, shall we? Oh, look, there's a bunny rabbit. Yeah, when I got my bike back from being serviced too, they pumped me tyres up too bloody hard. I reckon I still need to let a bit of air out. Got about 24 in the front and rear at the moment, but kinda is a little bit rough still. Definitely noticed it on a hardtail. Wonder how much water there'll be in the tunnel, and broken glass for that matter. Yeah, fucking I need to let some air out, eh? Just got to be careful with the rear because there's no rim protection. Right. Well, I didn't bring me bloody gauge, but I'm thinking the front one's probably around 20. Back one's probably just a bit higher. It's a fair bit of squish in that. It's probably lower than 20. Yeah, back one's got more. Should smooth things out a little bit more. Yeah, it definitely does, eh? It's amazing how just a little bit of PSI makes the hardtail a much smoother ride. Just got to get it bloody right. Don't want it too low. And it's actually probably a bit faster too, because it will just sort of eat up the bumps a bit more and not create so much friction, I guess. The artwork's looking pretty cool here. Doesn't look too wet either. Oh, a bit stinky, but there's a bit more puddleage up here. I just like to keep out of them because broken glass and shit. I've seen all sorts in here, man. Actually, I reckon it's had a bit of a washout with some of the heavier rains. It's going to get pretty bloody snaky through here soon, and I don't think anyone comes down and trims this section of trail. And I wonder if our little rocky river crossing is still able to be navigated. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. Oh. Problem is, that is kind of a bit, it's easy, much easier coming the other way. I think it's just a little bit fraught with danger there on the hardtail. Plus I don't want to smack my motor against any rocks, because those fucking motor mounts, man, they're fucking ridiculous, eh? So I just had a look at the battery on the camera and it said 52% and it wasn't charging, so I had to pull the lead out of it and plug it back in. And I think only then it started charging, but the light was blue and not green, so it's, yeah, I'm not quite sure what's going on there. Anyway, we got a little bit of foam on the beach, but not too much. Alrighty, so now we cut out riding above there on the left on the road. I think on a low tide once, I actually rode around this bluff on some rocks and some sand, but I don't know if you can do that anymore. But yeah, I guess it creates a little bit more access for everyone else who needs it, and those who don't want to ride on the road. It is nice though, nice cliff views, benches there to sit down and breathe in all the foamy air. It's part of the Adelaide Coastal Path Network. Still got a missing section around bloody O'Sully's and Port Stanback to join up with Hallett Cove, so with any luck, once that Port Stanback development, the housing development takes place, we'll be able to go all the way through. We'll be able to go all the way down to bloody Selix. But yeah, you'd basically be able to go from Outer Harbour to bloody to Selix, I reckon, which would be pretty cool. You can hear the waves crashing underneath here, eh? That is pretty cool. Be interesting to see how, well, I can just see now there's a bit of patina on the stainless steel. So I wonder what grade stainless steel they're using. Can taste a bit of salt there in my mouth. Complete with algae bloom. Oh, I've obviously got the jetty fixed up too, eh? People out there fishing. Let's go and have a suss at this new car park beach area that they've created. Big improvement, proper toilet, changing rooms, etc. Nice sandy spot now. Oh. Yes, I noticed that the charger is still charging the camera, but I think the camera battery depletes quicker than the battery, the power bank can charge it. Either that or it just wasn't charging but earlier, because it's, yeah, now at 52%. I'll have to try it at home and just sort of watch the screen, because I don't have the screen of the camera facing me now, because like the main mic's on here facing me, which I could actually probably turn it around now anyway, because the audio is going to be coming from this thing. But let's just do that, eh? Why not? Hopefully I've got the time synced as well on the audio, because I noticed it was out when I updated the firmware, and I forgot to bloody reset it, but I had it set to auto, so hopefully it's just automatically going to bloody stay on. You know, automatic time and connect up and sync and all that. So how are we going down here at the moment? Doesn't look too bad actually, reasonably dry. Although sometimes this mud can be deceiving. Nah, it's good. At least we're a little bit warmer now, so I guess it does dry out nicely. Well, it's good to see the battery range on the bike climbing. It's up to 37 now. We've done 22 Ks. I guess you get that on the flatter terrain, but yeah, range anxiety, I don't really have it that bad these days unless I'm doing a real demanding ride. I tried out that fast charger when I got back from my big ride the other week. So the charger is a 6 amp Bosch fast charger, and the battery that I've got on the other bike's a 625 watt hour power tube. And it was charging at a rate of 10% every 15 minutes. I was at 47% when I got home, and within an hour, maybe less than an hour, it had charged to 100. So it's pretty good. And there's a bit of a headwind too, so it'd be interesting to hear how this little dead cat thing copes. And the good thing too about 32-bit float audio is that you can actually, like if it distorts because it's too loud, you just turn it down and the distortion disappears. It's got a lot of headroom. Yeah, this track's holding up pretty well actually. This part here is usually a bit of a quagmire, but it's not too bad. Mustn't have rained last night, eh? And I don't think we're going to get too much today. Blue skies, mate, with a tad of bloody cloud. G'day, mate. Seen a lot of runners out lately. I don't know why you'd bother, mate, when you can evolve to bloody wheels. Then again, it's a lot easier on wheels, isn't it? And those guys are bloody hardcore. It's like my old mate up the road, bloody Richard. He's into marathons and all sorts of shit. Runs, swims, rides. Just riding for me, thanks mate. Bit of walking here and there, I don't mind. Bit of a hike, but running, nah. I think I'll just destroy my knees if I do that. Last time I tried running in anger was footy training for Rosewater bloody Bulldogs. And I'll tell you what, man, I suffered something bad. Then again, I went in like cold. There was no prior fitness training before I went there. I just went there and tried to keep up with the rest of them doing their bloody training, you know, running up and down the oval and shit. Fuck me. Yeah, that just put me off. I'm like, nah, not for me, mate. So it's probably my most favourite trail in the wetlands here. There's plenty of kind of gravel trails up there that are a little more open and less narrow, less snaky in the snake season. Oh, here we go. Yeah, boy. Bit of back wheel spinach there, mate, unfortunately. It's because I don't have the knobs. Hey, take it easy. So rough. You just hear that motor like slamming around, eh? You sort of think, how good is that? Well, I might have to stop and have my banana soon, I think. Been going for an hour and 20. Hey, Meta. Battery. 58% battery on my glasses after playing music at probably around about, I don't know, 70-80% volume for an hour and 22 minutes. It's not too bad, I guess. But yeah, we'll stop just here, I think, on this log. Have a bit of a sit, charge the glasses, let the camera recharge a bit, get me banana in. Other good thing with this new mic is I can talk, have the camera over there, talk here, and still have the audio all coming through. So I just had a look at this thing here and the time is still not synced. I can't actually set the time. I've got it to auto, and like the thing is synced with the phone when it did the firmware update. And then when you go to select time zone, it only has hour increments. It doesn't have the half-hour increments in between. So I'm not sure how you're supposed to bloody set it. I can't set it to daylight saving time at the moment. It's half an hour out, and you can have it an hour ahead or an hour back. Like, it's just, yeah, that's weird. So I've got to work that shit out, because that might cause issues when I go to sync the bloody audio now. I'm going to have to really line it up, and yeah, it's going to be a pain in the arse, I reckon.